Check it out. All right. This is how it comes. So you open up the bag and then you have it like this, and then you attach these to these little hooks on the back, and then you've got a guitar. So I'll explain why I bought this guitar as I put it together. My wife and I, my now wife, then girlfriend, and I were going on a trip for about a month and a half to Europe. The basic college student, you know, goes to Europe trip. And it was a ton of fun. I was unwilling to not play guitar for a month and a half. You know, we were staying at like Airbnbs and stuff like that on the way. So I was like, man, I'm going to look and I'm going to see if there is some sort of a travel guitar I can buy. And lo and behold, even back in 2015, now back in 2015 this was a lot harder to find. There are a lot more models of this sort of thing now, but back in 2015 this was basically the only thing I found. And it's pretty cool actually. I just took it on a road trip. We were going to like national parks and stuff. So I brought this and I brought a headphone amp. It sits well on your leg. I mean, it feels like a full-size guitar. It doesn't feel full-size, but it feels almost full-size. It sort of feels like a junior guitar a little bit. I think the scale length is a little shorter. Or maybe it's because the headstock is so small that it feels like that. So how compact is this thing? This thing's super compact. This thing is super compact. It fits in this bag. And this bag easily fits in a carry-on size bag. I bring this, like I've done tons of flights with this guitar because when we were in Europe, we got around a lot by flying to different countries. Man, it's hard to imagine that now, but we flew to a lot of different countries, and so I just put this in the bag and it fit in my carry-on. I mean, it takes up some space in your carry-on, but to be able to have a guitar that you can play with, that's sick. And this thing's electric, too. That's the input jack right there. So this is my wireless input jack I use. This is a Nux system, which I highly recommend, by the way. I will do a video on that in the future. So I'm plugged in with that into my board, and then yeah, let's hear how it sounds. So this is clean. So it doesn't have a pickup. I think it just does a straight signal out. To be honest, I don't know how it works, but this is what it sounds like. Alright, not bad. Let's put some compression on it. Let's try to make this sound better. Tuning stability kind of cut out there on the G. Yeah, the tuning stability on this thing isn't that amazing. If I had to rank my guitars in terms of how stable the tuning is, my Stratocaster goes up at the top, and next would come my SG, and the SG leaves a lot to be desired in terms of tuning stability. I don't, you know, I've said in another video, like I wouldn't do a whole gig with it without having another guitar. Which is not the case with my Stratocaster. I would happily do I've done many gigs with just my Stratocaster and it's been totally fine. Yeah, this thing, tuning stability, even though I put on these strings a while ago, like maybe a month ago, and played it not a ton. I mean, I played it enough, I think, to the point where it should be broken in, and my tuning stability is still leaves a lot to be desired, especially if I do some like shredding or anything like that. The tuning stability gets lost. So yeah, let's do a couple more clean things. I mean, it sounds pretty good. Ooh, and it's already out of tune. Alright, that's better. Let's hear how it sounds in Distortion. It's not bad. I mean, I think it sounds pretty good. That's a little heavy. I mean, could I do what? Could I do some of my like pop punk stuff, or could you do like Weezer on it? If you want to destroy my sweater. Sounds good. It doesn't sound terrible. I mean, I've kept it all these years. Here, let's do some fuzz. Let's just do some fuzz. I don't know. I kind of like it with more gain, to be honest with you. I think all the gain and all the reverb covers up the fact that it sounds like this super weird. It's got this weird, like, single coily, but like not in the way that I usually like. But it's really not that bad, though. I think in a mix, I mean, look, is it gonna sound as good as like a nice guitar? No, but I mean, I think, you know, in a mix it wouldn't sound terrible. Okay, so is this worth it? Well, I think it depends on your needs. If you got the cash and you want a guitar that's going to last you, that you're going to be able to use for traveling, and so that your skills don't diminish because you're gone for a month and you're not playing, so that doesn't happen, which does happen to some of us. I mean, that happens to me. You know, I remember one time I went home for winter break from college, and I didn't really bring a guitar, and by the time I came back, I mean, I was really in a rut. So it helps with that. It also helps you if you're a songwriter like I am. You can come up with parts on the road, which I've done. I think there are 2 songs that I'm really proud of where I actually came up with the part on this guitar. So I have this one song. Like, I came up with that riff on this guitar somewhere. I don't know. I think I was somewhere like in, you know, on the road, and I had this guitar and I was doodling. I came up with it on this. And I have this other one I'm working on. I'm recording right now. It's like. That's something that I was writing on the road, and it's something I'm really excited. It's like the thing I'm most excited about recording right now, and I wrote that part on this guitar because I was on the road, and I don't think I would have done that if I just sort of maybe brought a ukulele with me or something, which is also an option. So yeah, this is the Snapdragon X. Is it worth it? It really depends on what your needs are. I think if you've got $350 and then you got to pay like $30 in customs, I think that happened. So if you got like $400 and you want to have a guitar that you can fold and just like put in a bag and bring with you on a carry-on for the rest of your life, definitely worth it. Yeah. And, you know, you can use it with pedals and stuff. This is my synth pedal. So, yeah. I'm Upside Down Guitar Guy. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. You know, it helps. And leave a comment. I'm curious, you know, what do you think of these travel guitars? There's a few on the market now. Is this something you'd ever be interested in? Or is it just like, bring a ukulele, or just, you know, suck it up and don't play? You know, what's your philosophy on this? All right, later.